With the success of the beloved prequel, Capcom made sure to focus on a fourth entry for the Devil Hunter's story, but maybe they bit off more than they could chew. What's good? It's Saggi, and today we'll be looking at the worst parts of Devil May Cry 4. This Devil May Cry has some of the most complex gameplay in the series. With that being said, it seems as though all the enemies were designed around Nero in this installment. An entire mechanic is missing from other playable characters, and it doesn't feel as though there's anything in place to make up for it. You could say complexity is the mechanic others get, but all the characters in this game have a good amount of depth. Not only do enemies feel like they're Nero oriented, but so do the levels. You play halfway through the game as Nephew and play through the same levels in reverse as Dante. The series has backtracking in different titles, but this takes the cake. The so-called puzzles don't even exist for Dante, so it's literally a mad dash to the end, well, beginning of the game. This is a problem that I have with the series in general. We have two characters, 5 if we're talking about the special edition, and no one gets a unique story. Nero and Dante barely get something unique as is, and it's their game. Could we at least see what Triss was up to when she wasn't cosplaying? For the first and only time, this entry introduces a separate currency to upgrade skills. Rather than using red orbs for everything, different attacks and abilities are purchased using proud souls. This makes sense on a surface level for sure, but I think it falls apart once you realize they're only earned when completing a mission. You earn red orbs not just after the mission, but during the mission, which is why divinity statues are available to the player to begin with. All the new coin does is cause the player to unnecessarily divide their spending habits. Why have 5,000 red orbs and 5,000 proud souls when you could just have 10,000 red orbs? Weapons in this game were handled rather oddly and were almost reminiscent of DMC2 of all games, at least for Nero. Nero gets one sword and one gun, but they both have upgrades to give them depth. Nero also gets the Devil Bringer, which pulls demons in or pulls you towards them as well as grab them. Dante plays like his traditional Mega Man roots, where he steals weapons from boss kills, but you don't really get the time to get used to anything. By the time you have his full arsenal, it'll be just about time to switch back to Nero. So to bloody palace it is, I guess. But what do you think? Maybe you can't stand Nero and wish they stuck with Dante. Maybe you think Dante's onboarding process is lacking. Maybe you hate how non-Dante oriented the story tends to be. Let me know below. Like, subscribe, notif bell, share, etc. I'm Saggi and I'm also out.